In the top right corner of Ice and Chrome, from the CSO, it's Samwise. And in the bottom left, as the Blue Zerg, it's Nigel. Nigel was able to deflect Samwise's cannon rush in game number 1. Oh, Samwise puts a pylon on the low ground. Is it going to be a gate first this time? It is. Definitely a more standard opener for the Protoss. But he's going to fake Cannon Rush. This is a high IQ move. So he's going to drop a pylon, maybe provoke an overreaction from Nigel. I mean, 5 drones are pulled. Every second that ticks is 5 minerals. Nigel isn't getting, but Samwise loses the probe. He didn't mineral walk fast enough, so I think Nigel comes out okay, as long as he pulls all these guys back to mining immediately. Which he, for the most part, does. He's going to take an early third. Yeah. This is a very fast third, actually. Chrono on the attempt. Samwise completes his wall off, but he's totally in the dark about this early third because he lost his scouting probe. He tried to get too fancy. Nigel is floating a couple more larvae than I usually like to see. I don't know why he's sitting at 26 supply. I'm unclear on that. You'll see 2 larvae wiggling around here. Every drone is so precious at the start of the game. He makes another queen. Okay. 2 lings. Yeah, this is not a very efficient build from our Zerg. So that could carry critical consequences into the future if he's not careful. CMWise, in the meantime, going into Stargate, getting out a Void Ray. Which is, I mean, in itself kind of remarkable. Like, I'm trying to fit. I was trying to solve for time because I'm like, okay, why is he opening Void Ray? Does he think there's a Roach All incoming? Like, what is going on? Sure, he'll kill the Overlord. He won't kill the second one. Or he shouldn't. There is Overlord speed for Nigel. Oh, Nigel's gonna sack it. Stutter step from Samwise. Takes it down. Pylon at the third. Nigel pulls back the sends out another Overlord. Oh my god, the drone clips under the hatchery when it delivers minerals. Okay, so 2 drones get picked off by the Void Rays. This is still really low value for this big an investment from the Protoss. He's going up to 4 Void Rays. Not... It's 2 Stargate Void Ray. This isn't a build in the current meta, so we'll see how this develops. Generally speaking, Void Rays fill... So they do one of 2 things. If you're all in at the early stages of the game, they can be a great counter to take down your Zerg, but we don't often see that at high levels of play. They can also be anti-corruptor. So I guess that's what these guys are going to be utilized for as we head into the later stages of the mid game, early stages of the late game, as Samwise is going into carrier. And a 3rd Stargate. Void Rays aren't great versus Hydra. They're trying... The absolute Mad Lads are trying to burn down the lair. They could get this bit... Oh my god. These guys are like... Aim for the stars, land somewhere in the Mojave Desert, because they could have killed the Spores and they could have killed the 4th. The lair is a pipe dream. This is a very achievable target for those Void Rays to eliminate, and they just didn't do it. They're gonna go around to the 3rd, see if they can get some damage done there. They can take on the Spore, take on the Queen, but this is going to be seen by the creep so early, and Nigel has so much time to react. Yeah, there's the Hydra squad already 2/3 of the way to that base. 1 Void Ray in the red. The others are doing fine. Samwise takes a 4th, so he continues to increase the carrier count. Nigel up to 80 workers. So at this stage, the Zerg really wants to max out on Hydra, cut drone production. I mean, you need to max out on Hydra and go before the carrier count gets too high. Nigel. Pushes toward the edge of creep. I think he's being too... He's going for hive tech. That's the wrong play here. He doesn't have enough anti-air. He's going to get overwhelmed by carrier. You don't need hive tech for neural parasite or spore forests or baneling run-bys. Alright. I need you guys to place bets in the chat. Do we see Microbial Shroud this game? I mean, it's a heavy no, right? Like, obviously you'd say no, but what if, guys? What if, in a competitive game of StarCraft with money on the line, we saw Microbial Shroud? Think about it, bro. Nigel's going into Stargate. I don't know what this play is. You actually need 22 Corruptors to one-shot an unupgraded carrier. We're talking upgraded grades being even. I mean, Samwise is investing in weapons upgrades, not really armor, so it would be 22 Corruptors. Nigel finally maxed out. Basically, I mean, he's supply blocked. He could have 3 more Hydra, but... Overlord's backed into a corner. Baneling's morphing in. Gratuitous fungal growth into actually nothing. But still plenty of energy left on most of the infestors. Samwise's army is out of position. A lot of the static defense could be cut down, but Nigel backs out and kills the rocks. He could have killed all of this. We saw it, boys! It's Microbial Shroud! Nigel pushing into the fourth base. Oh my god. Banelings kind of don't have a target to pick off. Look at this, boys. Each interceptor is dealing 50% less damage. Or was. Now there's no Hydra left, and the Protoss is gonna go win the game, but boy, what a Microbial Shroud that was. In that, it was a Microbial Shroud, and it existed for a brief moment. It's as though hundreds of interceptors cried out in the pain of dealing 50% less damage for a while. I like how those other infestors just watch and they're like, yeah, we're not going to lower ourselves to casting that spell. It's just not going to happen. We're going to go for the Chad fungal growth. Look how much more effective. No, keep chaining the fungal. Chain the fungal. Chain the fungal. Oh no, you got to pick the interceptors or the carriers. You can't do both. All the corruptors are dead. Samwise keeps pushing in. The fourth base is dead. GG is called. Samwise